I am recording.
Take one. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. This week we're going to do a review on the cooker because we've had loads of questions about it. It's a Voyager 4500. So this is going to be a bit about the cooking, and Louise is going to do a little bit about the install at the end.
Drainer. With it?
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
it. Look at that.
FYI, if you've been following the channel, you will know that I had to build this entire kitchen with no money. However, Emily's gone out and she spent £35 on a draining board. Kitchen, £0.
Oh, hardly
Drainer,
£0.
£35.
Well, that's because Louise didn't put me in a place to have a normal drainer.
This is where you wanted the sink. I come and got you. I said, "Where do you want the sink?" And you went, "No,
It actually is my fault. My fault. But I just like winding her up about it. So
Can you write that down? Can you write that down?
No.
Right. So the first thing Emily's going to cook is a cheese bite. I don't know what that is, but
Okay, no one does.
if you're wondering why the van's such a mess, basically I've moved in pretty much. She hasn't twigged yet, but yeah, I pretty much live in the van.
Oh, go. Oh, right.
What are you doing to my brand new countertop?
Rolling out my dough.
On my
What
brand new
the-
countertop that I've
Yes.
just. You haven't got a board for that.
No. You roll it out on the countertop. That's what you do.
That's a brand new countertop.
Yeah. You can keep saying it as many times as you like, Louise. No, what?
Are you sure that's right?
What?
To put flour on the brand new worktop.
Oh, Louise! How else do you want me to roll it out?
On a board. They must have like a cooking board.
No, roll it out on a worktop. That's what you do.
Great, now you're going to put more flour on my brand new worktop.
Right. Do you want good pastry or not?
I've got worktop left. I haven't made you a board. Special board. You're having a board. Special rolling out board. If we're going to be baking in here. That's it. Whack your worktop with a bloody rolling pin. Lovely.
If you could make me a board, because then I can cut on that board as well.
Well, I've offered you a board before. This is another thing I said to you. Do you want that in the van? No, don't want it in the van. Now you want it, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Right, so test number one, we have got, what are they called? Cheese puffs, cheese pockets.
Cheese pockets.
Cheese pockets. Bung them in. And how long should these take on a regular oven?
Oh, who knows? So,
Yeah, they're evenly done.
yeah, they were alright.
Yeah, have you had to turn around halfway through?
Yeah, turned them round.
So does it cook quicker at the back?
Yeah, it cooks quicker at the back, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Emily's had it on, what, a low?
It was, yeah, a low, but if you do get it, it's number 5. But it's really difficult because, I don't know if you want to show them when you turn the gas dial about, like, I wonder where it goes up. So that, oh, I don't know if they can see it, but that hasn't changed.
The flame, you mean?
Yeah, and I've gone from gas mark 5 to gas mark 8. But if you go down to just 3, it really goes down. So it's kind of like, that's 5. That's 8, no change. From 4 down to 1.
So basically, yeah, you're saying only that bit. It only really works within that range.
Yeah, and then once it gets to like this flame, like number 5,
that's as big as it goes.
It's just as big as it goes. So
okay.
From 5, like 6 to 8 is really irrelevant, if that makes sense. So,
But as long as you know that, you think it'll be alright for cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah? We'll put something in there that needs...
But I do cooking, and 8 times out of 10 it comes out alright. But I don't ever look to see what gas mark it should be on or anything like that. I just look at the stuff. So as much as I'm trying to give you a review, I'm quite a cook, or I just...
Well, what it was, a lot of people were saying that you couldn't cook... it would only like overcook things. You couldn't get it low enough to... Or it'd only cook at the back and things like that, so...
Well, you just turn it around. That's the same with any oven.
Okay, so should we try something more substantial, like a shepherd's pie or...
Oh, yeah. I love a shepherd's pie.
Yeah? Okay, so that was the cheese on toast, which was very nice. Thank you.
Obviously, I cooked it.
So yeah, Emily's just going to tell you a quick bit about what it was like using the hob. No, the grill.
The grill, yeah.
The grill. No, I'm going to film you first.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi. So the first attempt got burned. This happened when I was cutting up the cheese. So as you can see from that, it cooks in the middle very quickly. So I just turned it down a little bit, and yeah, you have to rotate it like quite often to get like an even kind of burn.
Okay, but as far as the cooker goes, I think we're pretty happy with it. We've
yeah.
You happy with it? So as long as you know its little quirks, then it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a huge step up for us because we had nothing in our last van. So
I know, it's so nice
to be able to cook, and it means we can have proper meals, like healthy meals with veg and stuff, doesn't it?
I love a bit of veg.
Is that it? You going?
Obviously.
Oh, all right then.
Why? What do you want? You can wash up.
Yeah.
I'm not washing up after you, Louise. You can do it yourself.
I'll do the washing up.
Why have you got so much stuff in them anyway?
It's just bits and pieces that I've been using.
Loads of it.
Yeah, I need it. It's just odd bits that I've been using in the van.
Are you living in here?
Oh, be stupid.
Get inside.
Yep, the hob works. Right, so that's basically the end of like the cooking section. This morning I filmed like a bit of info on the install for you. I'm going to be honest, it's about 6 minutes long and it's an awful lot of waffle, so I'm going to say this now. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, ding the bell, do the like thingy, or don't, whatever. But yeah, if you're not into technical gumph about installing the cooker, then I'd turn off now. If you are, then watch the next 6.5 minutes of pure faff. If not, we'll see you in the next video. Oh. When I did the original build of the kitchen, I didn't really show too much what was involved in fitting the cooker. So I'll go back through it now. I think I've got some old footage of building the kitchen, so I'll drop that in because it shows how we framed out for the cooker sitting in there. So you'll see what I mean when I get into that. And it's probably also got a better image in there of the fitting that you need to bring your pipe up onto. So to be honest, it was really simple to fit. It was just a case of a copper pipe from my gas manifold, which if you guys put in a gas locker, you'll probably come off your gas bottle and fit a manifold. So 8mm copper pipe off of the manifold, straight up into the fitting in the cooker, and then 8mm compression fitting at that end for the cooker. So yeah, I will try and show you guys that. The next question we've had is about the surround, basically. So what I mean by that, because I had the same concerns myself. So our kitchen isn't boxed in, so it's not like it's fitted into a perfect gap that's, you know, a few mil bigger than that each way around. I have run it. It does get hot. It gets extremely hot, and I'll show you where it does get hot. And I was debating whether to put like a metal surround to deflect the heat back away from the wood of the kitchen, but we don't need it, and I'll show you why we don't need it. I should say at this point, I'm not a gas engineer. I haven't really got a clue what I'm talking about, so please, if you're unsure or don't want to do it yourself, please get a professional to do it. I will be getting this checked by a professional once the lockdown's over. But yeah, so far it's been alright, so yeah, I will quickly show you what it is. It is a Voyager 4500. It's got an oven, a grill, and 2 of those round things on the top. So yeah, let me show you it. Okay, so two ring burner on the top, a basic grill in there, and then just a regular oven with a tray in there. So that's, you know, it's an oven, it's pretty simple. Right, so where it gets particularly hot and what I've had to change since the install is along this back edge. I've had to leave quite a big gap there, so I did have that a little bit closer. But most of the heat sort of travels up and then gets chucked out of here. This is where it got extremely hot, so I did move it forward a bit to bring it away from this edge. That there, I don't know if you can see, that is the fitting that you will need to come onto. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I will try and get a better angle of it. But round the sides, I've just got a much smaller gap. It's fine round the sides. And then, yeah, on the wooden frame, so this is the cupboard next to the cooker. On this wooden frame, this is 34mm, I've then got about a 15mm gap between this bit of wooden frame and the cooker. And then I've put a panel, and all that is 6mm ply. That panel, so therefore, is about, I don't know, 45mm or so away from the cooker. This side of the cooker, the metal side of the cooker, does get hot. This doesn't get hot at all, so I think that's far enough away that it's not going to catch on fire. Like I said, I did run it for a long time and that doesn't even get warm. Behind it, I don't know if you're going to be able to see behind it, I've got nothing behind it, so I've left this entire space here, which is about, I don't know, I guess I'd say about 120mm. From the back of my cooker to the wall, that is completely clear, so there's plenty of air behind it. And then underneath it, basically it's open underneath, so it just sits on these battens. It's completely clear underneath, I can touch the cooker. And then I've just got this drawer, and again, this is the closest thing to it, and that doesn't get hot. And then what I have got underneath there, this is my manifold. This is the 8mm copper pipe coming off. I still need to put some clips on this. And then that runs up to that fitting, but there I've got my gas dropout vent. So the theory behind that is gas is heavier than air, so if it does leak, it should go down through the floor and to the outside of the van. And then what we've also done is deliberately installed it right in front of this window for ventilation, and then almost directly above it there's a skylight, so for extra ventilation when we're using it. But I'll try and show you that gas fitting if I can. Right, so I can't really see what I'm filming Where is it? So yeah, that's the 8mm copper pipe coming up. That's the back of the oven, and then hopefully it's pretty dark behind there, but you should be able to see there's an 8mm compression fitting from the pipe to that fitting on the back of the oven. So hopefully that all makes sense. That is it. We went for the one, I suppose I should mention, we went for the one that's got a battery ignition. So ours isn't wired directly to the fuse box for its power. So in here, there's just a bog standard AA battery. So that is the ignition for it. You can choose, you can have the one with or without. I think there's one with no ignition, one with an ignition, and one with a battery. But yeah, we went for the battery one. So yeah, that's it really for the basic install. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a bit, some of you it's going to be really simple. Well, it's bright. But yeah, and like I say, I'm not a gas engineer, so please do your research or do get a professional to at least check it, if not fit it.